Now, in showbiz, it's rare to find someone without whom a bad word can be said. However, it's certainly true of this week's final guest. 2 years before her coronation as Queen of the Jungle, she won the nation's heart in the X Factor, and today she's a primetime presenter, willing her guests to sing if they can. However, when Keith Lemon is your co-host, that's easier said than done. It's Stacey They say you should never work with children and animals, and you've got the childlike mentality of Keith Lemon there.
And I was Keith.
Yeah, and a very watery leg to terrapin.
Oh my God, that thing. And the wee, I'm not going to lie, stunk. I don't got anything that's like 100% alcohol. Or bleach.
I love your hair.
I do. It's just gorgeous.
Do you know what? I've had enough of extensions. I'll say that next week. You'll see me hair down to my bum.
Was that not your hair then?
No, well, I did have long hair on my first audition. Then they cut it off, you know, they got to do an edgy new style. Why didn't you just cut it all off? And then... and then I thought, oh no, I look hideous. So I put all extensions in. I've had extensions for about just under 2 years, just since the middle of X Factor. And you know when you start brushing your hair and you're like...
Oh, I couldn't bear it.
I just couldn't get a brush through it. Every time I washed it, I'd have my fingers caught in there. I'd be like, hello, someone help.
It's lovely now.
So
we like
gone.
you in your natural state. And you're here today because you have got your story so far out, and you're very keen to stress this is not your autobiography.
No.
It's out on the 12th of May. This is just merely the story of your first
diary
21
of
years
me.
on this earth.
Exactly. The short time I've lived on this earth, I don't think I warrant an autobiography yet. So it's everything so far, like everything. You know when you ask someone, oh, what's the best day of your life? People go, oh, I don't know. It's all been good. And you think, oh, come on, there's got to be more. You must have more to say about giving birth, getting married, but no, my mum's always like, I can't remember. I think, oh, for God's sakes, I never want to get like that, ever.
So, is it done like a diary, then? Is it day to
it's
day?
Not, it's not like day one, day two, but it is just, like, everything in depth. So when people say, oh, how's your son and how's the birth, you always say, oh, it was lovely, fine, perfect. And then you think, oh, my God, no, it wasn't.
But you had
horrendous.
depression, same as me, didn't you?
I hate saying that, though. I hate saying I had postnatal depression because...
Why?
Because I just don't know. I think everyone must get a little bit miserable.
No, but it's a really serious condition, you know, and if you do talk about it, I think that's very...
It sounds to me
really
like
hard,
you had it, Stace, because you found it very hard to bond with your son and accept that you were a parent.
It was
you
just
were so young.
You know when you think, like, oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, that is the first thing, like, what do I do with this thing? You know, you think, it's attached to me. Like, I'm a human cow. Like, that's all it wants me for, is that. And you know, and you think, I can't see my friends. My life is over. It wasn't, but that's all you see. But I can be honest, I don't remember anything happening in that period of my life. Like, everything at that time was just nothing.
How old were you, Stacey?
18.
18?
Yeah.
So writing about it, did it help you then?
I think it made me realise what I was going through. When I look back, usually I just look back and think nothing. I just think, yep, it was lovely, nothing. Oh, my God, do you have to? That's a pretty picture, isn't it?
Sorry, Stace.
Put on a few pounds.
How did you manage to remember everything then? Because it's quite difficult unless you...
My mum was with me and my mum was reminding me of things. And I remember people used to come round with baby grows and I just think, baby grows? Like, what has he done? Why does he get presents?
Stace!
Pushed him out of me.
You were a child.
Yeah, but you know, those are quite normal feelings that a lot of people don't. Of course, it is. A lot of people don't admit to them.
Oh no, I felt so stupid.
But you really do love Zach now. And
oh my God, I've always loved him.
He's just won Celebrity Mum of the Year, haven't you?
He is the best thing that's ever happened to me.
There he is. Look at him. He's gorgeous. Do you know, I was shocked reading your book that you were a nightmare teenager. I cannot imagine. Your mum and dad got rid of you for 6 months, didn't they? They shipped you off.
They always say to me, why are you so nice now? What about the old days? So they had to deal with me when I was at my worst. And now to everyone else, I'm like...
You were skiving, you were drinking.
God. You did pick the worst pictures, didn't you?
That's not you.
I had braces, glasses, the lot.
It's good to hear that you were a bit
bad at one time
do you
because
know-
you're so, you know, everybody loves you. You haven't got a bad word to say about anybody either.
I don't think
you?
I did back then. I just was silly. Like I remember people used to say, "Oh, sit down in your chair." I go, "No, just stand here and eat crisps." like it's okay to eat. And
But
I was
didn't you
just
used to
silly.
skive off with bottles of cider or something?
Yeah, well, when you were little, as if everyone
that's
went over the
normal,
park
that's
with the
normal
white lining.
teenage. Barley wine.
Because it was
Some
only
of us still
95.
are, eh, Den?
I love it. It's so cheap. Love it.
Exactly. You back in the day, you could go out of a fiver. God, now I struggle with like £15. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you think about it, you'd have your £1 for your bottle of cider, £2 for the chip butty, and then another £2 for anywhere you want to go on the bus, 40p. It was such a good time.
Because you've got quite a distinguished Essex accent.
Yeah.
What do you think of the thing we were talking to Sarah about, the Cheryl Cole thing, about her? Great that she's got the job, but is she going to have to adapt?
I don't think she will.
Her
I think instead of accents, it's more things that you talk about. Like, you know, Americans say pants, whereas to me, that's like underwear. And I think, and they say, "Oh, nice pants." I think, "Oh, you can see my pants." I think it's more those
Well, you know
kind
what
of
they call a
things.
bum?
A fanny.
That's right.
Isn't it?
Or a butt.
That
is what I was
makes me
going
cringe.
for. So we can go with Fanny.
They call what they call a fringe. They call them bangs.
Yeah.
Really?
So that's why we can't understand. Yeah.
But it's the same up north. Like when I first met Joe McKelgie, I remember saying, "Oh, I'll have a Savoy." He was like, "What's a Savoy?" I said, "What, you don't get Savoys?" The only thing I think about when I walk into the fish shop is a Savoy, and like up north they don't have Savoys, so I think it's different everywhere.
You don't have peas pudding either, which we can't understand in
Or
Newcastle.
chips and gravy.
Yeah,
chips and gravy.
fish chips and gravy.
Yeah,
they
what's
don't have
that?
that down here.
No,
Well,
but I do
Stace,
like a bit of
good
gravy.
luck with the autobiography.
Oh, thank you.
Well, it's not an autobiography, but it is out on the 12th of May. We love having you here. Just
Oh,
stay as you are,
thanks for
because she is
having me.
beautiful, isn't she, Stacey?
Yeah.
Woo!